All right, I figured since I got quite the mess here, I'd spend some time cleaning it up and I'll tell you guys a story. I've worked with a lot of interesting characters over the years, and one guy in particular, I'm not going to name his name because for all I know he'll watch this and who knows, but we'll just call him Moochie. This guy Moochie, he was known as that because he was like unbelievably cheap, but that's a whole nother topic for a video. Well, I was working with this guy Moochie and he pretty much didn't work. Like he would disappear when a work order came by and leave you to do it yourself and then make sure that you did it at the end of the day so he wouldn't get in trouble. So anyways, I was working with the guy and he had a company phone. And he'd just sit, honest to God, he would sit on the company phone for hours, all day long. Like, I don't know how he didn't get, like, suspended. Must have been, city worker or something that he didn't. But just hours and hours and hours a day. 8 hours a day he's on the phone. Well, one day I got partnered with him to go work on some equipment. And I go up to the equipment, and he's sitting there on his phone by a fire hose, and he tells me, he says, "Hey Greg, why don't you go turn on that fire hose for me?" And I said, "Hey man, you don't have the nozzle on it," because the fire hose is sitting there, no nozzle on it. He goes, "Oh yeah, whatever," as he's sitting on the phone, and I don't know, I thought he didn't hear me or something. I'm like, man, this guy, he's kind of a damn idiot, so I'm going to see what happens here. So anyways, he sits there. I practically run down a floor below where he's at to rip the water just wide open because I know he's going to get sprayed because he's an idiot. So I do just that. Rip the water valve open, and I see water shooting off this sixth floor of this building like straight over, and then I hear him shouting, and my phone all of a sudden rings, and he's like, I don't answer, but I know he's pissed. So I'm just down there sitting by the shut-off valve, and about 30 seconds go by, and he comes busting through this door, screaming at me like, "Oh, why'd you turn the water on? I'm soaked. Just dripping wet. I'm sitting there trying not to just bust out laughing, and he goes, like, "Oh, there wasn't even a nozzle." I said, "Yeah, I told you that. I thought you were putting it on there. I didn't know what to tell you." Yeah, and he went around the whole rest of the day telling everyone that I was an idiot for turning the water on and I didn't know what I was doing, and little did he know that I did the shit on purpose, basically. So anyways, that's the story. Thanks for listening. I'll keep cleaning this.